carry that around. This is my good luck charm.
My friend.
I know.
My boss.
This is what they carry around, okay?
San Gennaro is a padrone di Napoli. Feast San Gennaro, every year she make a feast, San Gennaro feast. It's a big feast, 10 days. You start 11, finish 21. It's bello, bello, molto bello.
Mr. Ferrara?
Yes.
Okay. Can I photo with me?
Yeah. Make sure you get the date.
Thank you very much.
How do you know?
You are the best.
Okay, you hear that?
My name is Vincenzo.
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 Giovanni, yo! Here, come on, let's go then. All right, well, this is your feast, baby. You never seen anything like this. Hey, homeboy. Yo! Here's the guy behind us. So what are we building over here? What's going on?
This is for La Mela, for the fest. The feast, San Gennaro.
Going from 3 buildings all the way down.
8 feet wide. It's about 40 feet long.
How long does it take to get this up?
Full day, baby, a full day. A lot of work, a lot of work.
And this old guy over here, he's half gay. Look at him, look at him. Tell him what you are. Who are you looking for? Any girls?
No, I want man.
What?
I want a man.
He wants a man.
I don't like women. I like to suck cocks.
Yeah, well, I got a nice one.
You too? You got a big one?
He likes men, he likes
You
women.
got the skin on or you're circumcised?
I'm Italian.
Look what he looks like, eh?
I like to suck black cock.
Really? Well, you're in a tough neighborhood.
Why?
Does this all
This
day
is a
long
tough
talking.
neighborhood. It used to be, mister, no more.
So now we're walking into another section. Every time there was a problem down here, they'd bring it up to Spring Street. They had no power down here. Spring Street had all the power. This is where all the wild Indians were, but no money. Back in the 60s, no money. These were wild. There's the Gannoli King.
Where's
The
this
best
for?
Gannolis in the world.
What's this for?
This is the Gannoli King. The best Gannolis in the world.
On the planet, on the
On the planet, I
Not the
forgot.
world.
Baby John,
The world
Baby
is
John.
too big to go around.
Baby John, yeah, on the
On
planet.
planet Earth, we got the best cannoli.
Best Gannoli, you can't beat
Who's
it.
these guys? Push it with you?
That's Abel, Pop, Abel Ferrara.
Okay.
King of New York, all those
Hey,
things.
well, you're okay.
You can't beat Abel. Everybody loves him down there.
Yeah.
And he looks like Scorsese now, too.
I'm all from Palermo, these people. All
All these people, hey, look,
All Sicilian.
they all come from Sicily.
All from Palermo.
Number one. The island of Sicily, all the gold. Buongiorno, buona fortuna. Signorina, signora, signore, bello. Bellissimo. What part of Italy come from? Dove? Where?
Spain.
Spain? Oh, Spain. Number one, the soccer team. They're number one. That is Italian. Giuseppe, a real Italian. Giuseppe, where's Joey's cigar?
I don't know, it's close.
What's he not close? He's closing the meetings are outside. Respect, Bob. Respect, Bob. Where are you going to go? Let's go see Joe. Party's over, Joe said.
Why you start him up? Why you start him up, huh?
Nothing we did today.
Where's Abel? Party's over. Where's Joe? Where's Joe? Joe! Joe! Joe's not in here. Party's over, Joe. Joe, the party's over. What happened? It was a beautiful evening. We had a wonderful time. What a joke, Bob. Joe's Naples. The other guy was from Palermo. Joe, the party's over. Joe would tell you. It was a beautiful evening. We had a wonderful time. The guests are leaving. Ladies and gentlemen, the party is over. You know when you're having a good time, they tell you the party's over? It's part of life. Joe,
Party's over.
tell them, Joe. The guests are leaving. Explain to
The
them.
guests is, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful time, but the party's over. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Joe's number one.
All right, one more call. Are you filming a billionaire? Because in your whole life, you're never going to get a chance to film a billionaire.
Billionaire if you're not a billionaire.
He's a
I
billionaire.
know, because they figured out how to handle me out of a certain amount of money, so they figure I have more.
Who handled you?
Who do you think handled me?
Abel?
Hello?
Let's talk about Abel handling. How much did Abel handle you?
Well, we're not going to go into too many details, because then I'd be more foolish than I actually am if you knew the
Did
real.
he handle you more than he handled me?
What are you in for?
100?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't put it up for nothing. I just got swindled.
Who doesn't?
You put it up for a movie.
And then I got swindled.
Now, didn't you tell me that he was going to match what I put up?
Did you tell him that?
You said we're very interested in this project.
Well, are you interested in sitting down, getting a cup of coffee, having dinner? You got to get for real. You got $10 billion. What are you going to do with it?
So this is the setup. He takes
See what
me
happens
here,
when somebody
he puts
has
me in front of the camera.
You got $10 billion, really?
I don't have
Charles.
nothing.
10 billion.
Really?
Hello. We're headed to Sal the Barber to get a shaved haircut.
Probably let me go.
Your hair looks good. This is our everyday experience. That was for what? Analyze this, Sal?
You were in that one. Who was Butchie? You were in that one.
Yeah, but Sal had a bigger part than Butchie.
His wife and Sal don't get along then.
Aha.
How do we know that? Now this was the exact position Albert Anastasia was in.
Yeah, but only there was a lot of red here.
Call Sal a lot of names, right, Sal? De Niro's wife.
Why? Why
I
De
don't know
Niro's
why
wife
she called
made
it.
us Sal?
Jealous because Sal is closer to De Niro than he is. Got more connection.
De Niro's from, when did you first meet De Niro?
Oh, he'd at my cousin's house all the time. On Spring Street, the park, the playground. Spring and
When
Mulberry.
we played basketball?
Yeah, that's where he stayed at. That's where he hung out.
And was he called Bobby the Blonde, or what was his?
Bobby Irish. Mother's Irish.
Bobby
Virginia.
Irish. Good.
Yeah. He hung out with your friends, Frank. Oh.
Hung out with my uncle.
Yeah,
Hung out with Tommy Beans.
that's right. Emil, Chico, but you're
Yeah.
right. Those are the guys you hung
They're
out with.
all dead. We're ready to film you
Who's this guy?
on your quest.
They wanted me to sign paper. I said, I don't sign no paper. I got to
Who wants you to sign papers?
They want me to sign papers, these guys.
You want them to sign papers?
Release.
We don't sign no papers.
That's what I told this
Become
guy.
a partner in the film.
Leave him alone.
Hey, but don't
We
worry.
got 2 places now, the only thing is, we don't want to get him mad. You're the king of the gunolies, and Cha-Cha's the king of the leftover.
Cha-Cha's the queen of the
gunolies. No,
He's the queen of the
no,
cannolis.
He's the king of the leftover gunolies.
Oh, okay, leftover.
He really
I go
is.
for
I
that.
mean, you know.
That's my camera.
And
This
that-
is my guy. This is my guy.
I'm his guy too. How long have we been together?
24 years.
40 years. 20.
24 years. Wow.
It's right up there. I
We've been
told him the
together
story.
since 9 lives of a wet pussy.
Where was it? Right in that building there?
No, 3 buildings
3
down.
buildings down. How's this thing?
Petey Zeppelin, you're choking us with your fumes. You got all the fucking strangers invading Little Italy. Once a year, Italians. They want to come down here and dictate once a year. I get the fuck out of here. Go say your Zeppelin's in Brooklyn. It's a beautiful garden. Peace and solitude. Padre Pio. St. Anthony, St. Francis, Pope John Paul, the Blessed Mother. We're going to church? Let's go to church. They knew you were coming, Abel. They locked us out.
There is Tony Danza. in the white trunks with a black stripe. He's quite a local favorite. So let's watch this one. Let's see how these boys feel each other out. What are they trying to find out about each other, Harold?
Well, the first thing that they try to find out, the opening round is usually the feel-out round, where they feel each other out. But evidently, Tony Danza doesn't feel like feeling anybody out.
So where's all these guys? How's Tony doing, Danza?
Tony Danza's going to Singapore to do the Contender this week.
Which is what?
The boxing show. Yeah.
And I also, so you're gonna do this, the
I
radio show?
did Wednesday night with Aiello. I did the public broadcasting, PBS.
Nah, you don't need it. You don't need it. You're beautiful, honey.
I got it.
Sit in.
Just remember, I got a picture for you of your brother Donnie I want to give you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that must be an oldie.
Yeah.
This is the woman who makes
you know
this
there's
whole
gonna be a
feast
switch.
possible.
This is my color.
Eggplant?
Yeah. Switch what?
What's the stand? 21 to 20?
No, I'm not going to 20.
25 to 20.
I'm not going.
You gotta switch.
I'm not switching.
Why not?
Give it to somebody else. I don't want it.
What are you talking about?
I don't want it. I don't want
You
it.
just said you wanted this.
I do not want it.
You're
Don't
down on
put
the
this on camera.
No, we're not. But have the conversation anyway.
21. I already had this discussion. You can't move me. I don't care what you got.
What do you mean I can't move?
You're not moving me to there. I'm not going there.
Why not?
Did I tell you they closed me on Friday?
No.
Yeah.
What?
My son goes down, he gets the licenses because you need permits now. So they tell him at the Board of Health there, you need a non-processed license.
Right.
So the kid applies, he gets the non-processed license. That's Thursday. Friday, a Board of Health guy comes in, a Chinese guy, and he's got a computer and he's got monitors and he's looking and he calls the office. A non-processed license don't apply to my stand because he tells me I need a processed license because I got a blender. I got ice and colored water. What the? How can I get you sick with ice and what does the ice go bad? Ice don't go bad, it melts. Closes me up on a Friday. I said, you better leave me open because I got to pay the city a big rent over here.
What is the chart of the feast? I mean, what in terms of
Back in the 70s to now?
Yeah.
Up and then down.
And when did it start going down?
We'll tell you.
When Giuliani came and got involved.
Yeah.
Because they took away the gambling? Or just the
They
act?
took away the gambling. Arnold Mayach used to charge us $120 for electricity. They says he was a criminal. They threw him out of the feast. Now we pay $600 for electricity.
But they're not crooks. The city's not crooks.
No, they're not, absolutely. It's my city.
I used to be open to 3 o'clock in the morning one time. There was gambling and everything like that. They did away with it. It was run by the society. Now it's run by the city. It's not, no way it's good. It's like a street fair now. It used to be really a good feast. There was action going on. Way under and over. You could play blackjack. You could drink. You could do all those things. Now it's like a street fair. It's not like
Hey, what are you so bad for, huh? Your girlfriend break up with you? I can see why. Hey, wait. Excuse me, sir. So do those khakis come with that big brown streak in the back there? Hey, look, everybody's showing you how hard he can miss. Lord, this guy couldn't dump the donut. That's right. Yeah, concentrate. If you call it that. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Here we go. We're walking. Okay, you ready to shoot? It's gonna go like 1 block. All right? Yeah. We've been here for 6 months. And, yeah, things aren't doing too great for us here. I'd say the least.
Today's
What?
doomsday.
Today is doomsday. okay?
We gotta get out of here before the feast.
Yeah, okay? This is the deal. We moved here, we could stay here, but we had to leave before the feast. Now, where the fuck are we gonna go? All right, so we got one invite to go to Moscow.
For 5 days.
5 days. But I'm sure once we get to Moscow, I can find somebody that can put us up for a couple of years. Now, let's watch out we don't get killed here. This is the great crossroads. This is where they sold his soul to the devil, where Broome Street meets Mulberry. This is the great Cafe Roma. Here's everybody around, so let's make it
Show
up.
your name in lights.
Yeah, you do the talking.
Abel has his name in lights. Ferrara.
I mean, those people don't know it. This is the Lower East Side, baby. This is LES. This is the real deal. That's my girl. If I don't straighten out, I'm not gonna have nobody. Like I say, we've been together for 4.5 years, and we shot our first feature film there. It was called 9 Lives of a Wet Pussy. It was like a porno film. We shot this rape scene running down that block. But we also filmed in an apartment like 3 blocks away. And you know, back then, like these films were like the big deals, you know, because no one could rent tapes. This was before videotapes. So like regular Wall Street guys, whatever, they, you know, does anybody remember this? They would go to theaters and whack off, with, you know, with the raincoats, right? Anyway, so we're shooting like a real serious story and all this, but in the middle of this, you know, these chicks, hardcore stuff, right? And we had our girlfriends in the movie, right? Only the guys we hired couldn't get it up, okay? So after the first day, fine. Now the second day, the other guy, he's fucking my girlfriend, can't get it up. So now, like the crew, like if us, all of a sudden now we're choosing, somebody's got to jump in there. Because these guys, I mean, it's bad enough paying paying a guy back then $300 to fuck your girlfriend, and then the guy couldn't even get it up. Okay? So now I lose the fucking short straw fucking thing, and I'm now screwing in the movie, right? You know. And then the worst insult is I read a review of this like 4 years later, you know, 25 years later, and they're saying that it wasn't my dick, it was somebody else's dick.
I mean, like there's a couch, there's a chair.
Okay, so why don't we do this? Why don't we get a crew, right? Here's the deal. We go there first, take out what you don't want.
Listen to me.
Yeah, but listen, let me just say
it's wrong.
Okay, go ahead, let me hear.
I want to go back there. Well, I'll take her back there.
Right.
We'll go upstairs. She'll say, leave this. This goes out. Right. I'll call a guy in, and he'll take it down and put it in my garage.
Okay, but then he's got to go to the Bowery, get her stuff, and bring it there.
So that's okay.
All right, so we could set that up, but we got to do it bang bang because the marshal's coming.
All right, so when are we doing it?
Tomorrow. Let me.
Tomorrow I'm wiped out. Then I start. It's got to be like Friday morning.
No, it got to be now because she's going to be on the street, man. I mean, she's going to be living in here.
Tomorrow
let me have a call.
He's the greatest guy, Abel. Man of 1,000 faces.
We actually ready to rock and roll. The only thing that's in our way is the weather. The weather cooperates. We should have a very busy feast. If it don't cooperate, everybody's gonna be a lot of miserable people around here. Yeah, we actually do this about 10 years now. We've been doing this thing, so we kind of got it down to a science.
When this feast is going on, if a cop sees you walking on Mulberry Street, he'll say, well, what are you doing on Mulberry Street? He'll say, go on Mott Street. I tell him, well, I live here. Well, you live on Mott Street. You divide it into blocks now, whereas at one time was considered to be a neighborhood. Louise Nevelson came here back in the 60s, and they were throwing stones at her windows, breaking her windows. She came to me, a famous artist. She said, I want you to tell them to stop. I said, I don't know. I want you to take care. So I went around the corner. I talked to that party. I said, why is he doing it? I said, they say the woman's wearing grotesque clothes. He said, he called them in. He says, look, stop her. Would you like if somebody broke your mother and father's windows? Leave her alone. She's one of us.
like cats very much because I'm a cat myself. At least in a past life. So there's never really enough room for more than one cat in the house. But to have 3 is a little too much, but they're cute.
I know, but they got nowhere to... Yeah, Nancy, hold on. Wait, don't go away. Because every time she calls, he goes.
Okay,
Okay, Nancy, where are you going to meet this guy? Okay, no, Grant and Mott. On the corner of Grant and Mott, okay?
Good.
Okay, all right. He'll be there in 5 minutes. Don't not meet him. No, but it's
The other kid is on his way here.
Yeah, you don't want to hear this story. This is a guy I haven't seen in 7 years. You know, when this kid comes, this is the guy, you know who this kid is, right? He's the one who claims he wrote Mary, Go-Go Tales, Can You, yeah, they know who he is. Oh, there he is. Okay, well, I'm afraid of his sister. This is good. All right. We're going to have this conversation.
Sit here.
I'll sit here. No, sit here.
Sit.
Oh, you don't want to be in a movie?
I'm behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes. You are the scenes.
Let me get with him.
Don't sit with him. Come on. This is Frankie. This is my part here. This scumbag. I'm saying to him, dude, we had a distribution deal. You know what it takes to get a movie made? You know what it takes to get a distribution deal? Half my films never fucking came out. Now you're fucking calling up to fucking destroy this deal? Without even what? I mean, what is your fucking... How are you gonna get it paid? Okay? But then, after 7 years, this dude is convinced he wrote Mary. And then, because none of this, and this is the deal, you know, when they say not union and all this bullshit, because if we're in the WGA, if we're in the DGA, you're in the fucking editor's union, you're in the camera union, at least we've got protection against something. Because otherwise, in this business, you see Spielberg just got sued and lost about putting out Rear Window, okay? So if Spielberg ain't gonna win, what the fuck was gonna happen to me? All right, get on this, Shannon, without killing yourself.
But you know, I'm afraid the wheel's coming on.
Get on the fucking, come on, we just
pull it this way. Now go the other way. Push it the other way. Don't go too fast, they'll throw you off. Let's turn it off.
That's a nice ride.
That's like a lot of money.
So did you invent this?
No.
Give me this thing. Give me this.
Oh no, Abel.
Wait, just turn it
Last
off.
time Abel was on a motorcycle, he put his spaghetti pot on his head as a helmet.
The colander. Because we never begin it. I'll ride this nigga up now. Okay,
come on.
This segue. Where's your nice leg?
But this isn't here. Put it over here.
I did.
So anyway, so September 16th is what?
20th.
After the 20th. That's after the feast ends?
This feast is the 11th to the 21st.
Saturday.
Bring it here. Where you gonna have the party?
South Street Seaport.
That's where faggots go. This is where real men fucking hang out.
Hello, my love.
Hello, my love. After 20...
That's nice.
No, everything's fine. I was going by Mulberry Street and there was Abel and Frankie and everybody.
And all the agents in Top Street.
They're all laughing at me.
The kid came today. He had the nerve to sit there, and I mean, that kid was abused. You know, the way he said, I was cool with that kid, man, because I was ready to, you know, I was this close. I was trying to be so nice to this guy. You know, he ruined the Go-Go Tales distribution. He did, you know, he sits there imagining he wrote Mary.
He didn't ruin nothing. He didn't ruin nothing. Why they didn't release it? Because the jerk-offs in Italy didn't send the insurance, didn't send the papers, didn't, and that's why
that's
it
where
didn't
it's at.
release.
That's why they
Not
never.
this kid.
These Italian guys never did anything. Enrico, I killed myself to get that deal, and they never backed it up one thing. And Defoe last week's on the phone saying to me, "What about our little baby
Yeah, but
films?"
where they the kid? The kid didn't stop it.
But he's still calling the place. Now, come on.
So what? So what? Don't mean none. He's a writer. He wrote it. He helped you.
Did he write anything that I said in Mary? Did anybody write anything that I said in Go-Go Tales? No.
It don't fly. Don't go on Abel's track record. He would have said anything to these greaseballs to make this movie.
Right.
He's a desperado.
Yeah.
So I sang this. What do you mean? Give me that. Give me that. It's desperado. Now all the shit hits the fan. He's an ex-lawyer. He's a lawyer. I mean, we got powerful lawyers. We got powerful people. Now listen to this. Bad lieutenant. They call up. They want to send him $20,000. They send it. The lawyer calls him up, tells them it's totally unacceptable. They then send us a contract that he sold the movie for $20,000. Abel. So now what?
Who signed that?
Abel signed it.
He signed it, he sold it for $20,000?
$20,000.
Let's go.
So now what do you do? There's been no change. Come on, let's get no attitude. Come on. Come on. No, okay, I'm getting attitude. Okay. All right. What?
He's looking, he's standing here looking.
All right, so I'm getting attitude.
Okay, so what's gonna happen? Even more something.
You'll be shot.
Oh, they're gonna shoot us. Guy.
You'll be shot.
Have a good night. Yeah, have a good night, too. They're gonna shoot us.
Okay,
Yes, we gotta shoot.
I don't, ain't no play.
Isso vai, isso vai.
Very nice.
Sing of
Really?
Can sing with me.
He's the best.
Sing of me, sing of me.
Sidunga muskatari itteba ittebe se masunya maradei. Se passano quando si rasu gela figlia mia. Na na na. Hey, hey! He's the best, my friend.
Hey, Papa sings like
he's the best, my friend.
New politics sing. This
He's
guy
the best. I don't know, you sing, you play
Hey, don't worry, I got a lot of things I can
I don't know, you play guitar.
Jose's the best chef. Him and Raul and Augustine. This is Louis. They're the best chef. Looks like Al Pacino and what do you call it? And Tony Montana and Scarface. Like Al Pacino. This is Carlos' brother George. This man is this is the computer expert. This is the other guy. The computer guy's in the other kitchen. There's a dishwasher. He's got a son Louis that works there. He's a good guy. See, Frankie tips us out. Mr. Frank. Frankie don't want to sit down anywhere. He figures if he sits down, it costs him more money. These are all good guys. These are my friends. Without these people, I don't have anything. Sociata. I love these people. These people mean more to me than people in show business. These are the people I love. Did you get Raquel on the corner, the girl on the corner? You got him? Oh, you got Raquel. See, the strong man's going inside now. You got to let you know he's strong. This is the whole crew. Now go ahead. Come out here, see if it's 200 degrees at work, and a smoldering kitchen, all kinds of heat, it works so many hours a day, one day off. Frankie gets all the money. Me, I don't get paid. I didn't get a check yet. I am asking Danielle for a check. It's 14 weeks. Danielle said your check is in the bank. I didn't get paid yet. Not a check. 14 weeks I didn't get anything. He's don't worry about it. You get interest. I don't get paid. I do it for free meals. That's a hangout. Abel don't get paid. I don't get paid. Nobody gets paid here.
Are you gonna go tell me this? Yeah, we shoot for a couple of days this fucking night. This is the great Johnny Russo. All right. You're gonna be here for 11 days.
Be here for 11 days.
Details. Get all the details.
I'm back in the neighborhood. I'm doing a show on the 18th. On the big stage.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Is that on next Thursday?
Yeah.
Well, it's over on the Sunday then,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Huh? Good for you. You look fantastic.
It looks better now than you did then, right?
It's better now than you did 30 years ago.
I got T-shirts. I got everything coming. And then we got the Godfather
I saw
10.
the one up there,
Yeah,
right.
we got that. We're selling the DVD, the new Godfather release out of that tent.
Which one is the new one?
They just cut it. Spielberg and Coppola got together.
Are you kidding?
No.
Is there 1 inch of footage left or what?
I don't think so.
Snacky's Italian Ice. So there's a feast of pain in the ass for you, or is it?
No, this is actually my first feast as a vendor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've been coming here 25 years, enjoying the feast.
No, me too, you know, but I never saw them build it. You know, they were shooting last week, you know, a couple of days ago. Them putting this place together was mind-blowing.
Right, now if you take a look at everybody's stands, they're okay, but I've got the best stand on the street.
Let's show it to them.
Let's have a look. I'm gonna have the guys who built it. They'll describe it to you, gentlemen. These are the gentlemen that built it.
Hi, how are you?
All right? It's Tommy and Paulie. Now, since they came over here to build this, everybody in the street wants them to assemble their stands next year. Now, let's take a look at this stand.
It's a fortress.
It's a fortress. I originally wanted a tower of power, 3 stories high, but I wasn't allowed. Tommy, would you like to describe the construction?
Construction is basically 24 on center, being it's not a live load structure and there is no second floor, as James wanted it to be 3 stories with spiral staircases and catapults on top.
That's right.
We decided to keep it to a 1-story structure. 24 on center framing, 2x4, half-inch plywood, 5/8 on the floor. It's meant to stand any hurricane while the rest of them all blow down.
Tell them about the roof.
The roof, corrugated, with skylights, as you might notice, to let the pure light through.
That's right. You can dine under the stars. How much more romantic can it get?
This is the only booth that's not finished. This is the only booth that's not finished.
The feast starts in October. I'll be ready. You want to drink some? Come back tomorrow.
But does he want?
You want it burnt?
Yeah. I'm eating like a motherfucker. I can't. My girlfriend sees me eating this, she won't fuck me for a month. Enjoy.
Right now I'm on the Atkins diet. Later on I'll be on the Martha's Vineyard diet. And then I go on the Weight Watchers diet. And then from there I go to the vegetarian diet. I get confused. I don't know which diet I'm on.
Beef.
Just
This is Black Angus. This is a blank Angus.
Black Angus,
It's called Chicago beef.
With cheese, though?
Yeah, my friend Georgie Randazzo from the Chicago Sports Hall of Fame taught me how to make these sandwiches.
All the government did was lent AIG money that AIG's...
Gotta pay back.
But AIG actually had the money. In other words, me and you have money, right? He needs
so
money.
I got 20 bucks. I got
Right.
20 bucks, you got 20 bucks. I'm AIG.
Okay,
I
right.
got $20. What happened?
Okay, the bottom line is, I needed your 20 to give to the other guy that had 20, and my 20, the government is lending me, and I'm securing that 20 with my 20.
You do it, you go to jail. It's the truth. Get your checking account.
Right.
You got $1,000 in there.
Right.
You owe him 1,000 and me 1,000, right? So you give Cha-Cha 1,000 and you give me 1,000. But a check. But you got no money to cover that 1,000, you go to jail.
Right.
The government just keeps, and they call it the deficit.
Right.
And we're in the trillions, the deficit in this country. We're running on paper money. There's
who's covering
there's no gold, nobody right now. That's the
why
point.
John F. Kennedy got killed, because he wanted the government to go back to the gold standard.
They can't match the story of him. You weren't in St. Vincent's when they brought him back to life. With half of the people there saying that, let's buy the coffin.
There you go.
Now, if you need a coffin, now's the time, because all the wood is here.
Yeah,
And
after the
everything
feast
else.
is when it all gets used.
All right, we're going back. Guys, this way.
What do you want? I want to see your brother. Come on!
Abel, Skinny started his career here in China Grill 24 years ago today.
How do you remember these things?
Chasing the Chinaman through the street with the baseball bat. And he kept going, another take, and another take.
Yeah, because
Hey,
he had a...
I'm a friggin' heart patient.
Show me.
This guy got me running back and forth. Take. Cha-Cha was never athletic, all right? As we were growing up, he was never athletic. So we're chasing the Chinaman through the street with the baseball bat. We're supposed to, Cha-Cha catches the guy over there, and Abel goes, hit him, you know, make him believe. He ain't athletic. He missed his...
You're sick in your head with your money, guy. I got more in my pocket than he has in the bank.
Get a close-up of this.
Yeah. Get a close-up of Abel's money, guy. This way America's most wanted. It's right there. You see the famous Abel Ferrara?
Of course.
Come on, Lynn.
Try to come over, but...
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
See you. I'm
So
doing
great
good,
to
good.
see you, Abel. This is my friend Jim Best.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Liz. How are you?
You know Charles Kipps.
Hi, how are you?
Writer.
Hello. How are you?
We're
Already?
Put
Hi,
that here.
Donald.
How you been?
Here it comes from.
This is like...
How's everything?
Oh, good. How are you?
Now, Donna, we can't give these out like they're easy.
Like it's candy. I know.
It's some private stuff.
So I had this every day growing up. It's a Neapolitan specialty, right? Every Sunday growing up. Then there's not a restaurant in New York that makes this, right?
No.
So this is something you can't get in any restaurant.
It's delicious. It's the skin of a pig, rolled up with salt, pepper, parsley, garlic, and it's just delicious. You never had it?
I had it years ago.
And you don't like it?
No, I like it. My aunt used to make it. Right, okay. Was she Neapolitan? No, believe it or not, she was Irish.
It's a good thing that Frankie came up with this health food. While we're both running for cardiac conditions all week long, back and forth to the doctors, and we come here for health food.
This is healthy.
It's very healthy.
Hey,
Marty.
What's going on?
Man was brought back from the dead.
Yeah, tell me that story. Let me hear this story. Go ahead.
We all went to his funeral.
This is not a joke.
Go ahead.
Well, we went to St. Vincent's Hospital.
Doctor, right.
We were called to go there on a Sunday afternoon.
1 year ago this week.
1 year ago this week.
Okay.
We were told to go to St. Vincent's because it was going to be the end, and we all gathered in this waiting room, and everybody.
In the waiting room while he's dying and yelling.
Yeah, we wanted to go in and see him, but they wouldn't let us near because they were working on him, and then they said he's only got a short time. You guys one at a time can go in. So we're all starting
because we don't want to really put him over.
So we're crying, because we're crying because we knew he didn't have any money,
and they would have to pay.
And so Frankie came in and said, you owe me the money. You didn't want him to go without paying it back, right?
That's right.
And meanwhile, the guy's like this. He's in a coma. But they worked on him, and in 20 minutes, the special procedure of starting his heart again, they opened him up, and in 20 minutes they had him going again.
While you guys were there?
Yeah, and he lived.
What do you guys eat?
And he's here.
What are they eating? Take out Chinese
He was
food?
gone.
I was actually gone for 45 minutes
He was
until
gone.
they brought me back.
Yeah. First thing out of here is he wanted to eat nothing, and Frankie's force feeding him to make him fat again so he could get a heart attack again.
That's right.
Right?
We just had it.
You
We just
see the
had health
crap
food.
he put out tonight.
He wants you
Health food.
trying to take you
Pig
back.
skin.
Why don't you just come in here on a gurney?
Well, you get a great meal here.
organs. Don't play until the organ is finished. That we sound like morons. Excuse me. San Gennaro goes before this. Oh, no, I think San Gennaro goes first.
Please not follow. There are plenty of places to watch the procession on Bronx Street and Mulberry Street.
Oh, anytime.
Thank you.
Next time, white shirt.
Next time, give me one.
I got you ready.
I know I'm good. I think you don't have to tell me that. Good answer.
Let's go. Nice song. Liven up this place.
Good night, Candy.
All right, here we are. Oh, you stopped signing. Sign one, make it believe. Make believe. All right, sit down here.
What is this for?
Okay, I'm doing a film. I'm doing a documentary.
Right.
You look at it. If you don't like any of it,
No, I don't
let me
give a
see.
shit. The final cut is that of the director who'll say what stays and what goes.
Right, but...
And that happened with me and Do the Right Thing. With Spike Lee, as a matter of fact, because Spike, I didn't want to do the movie. His initial idea was to use Bobby De Niro, and Bobby said, use Danny, I've already done this part. So he then came after me. When I read the script, I personally thought it was a piece of shit. And the reason I didn't like it was because my character was defined as a complete asshole.
Yeah, greaseball. There's racism and reverse racism.
Right, and I turned it on about 2 or 3 times, but we kept talking because Spike and I were very close. We went to ball games with each other.
No, I like
but then
Spike.
ultimately he said, well, what do you want to do? I said, let me attempt to significantly change things. I know this character. I know this character. So when he permitted me to do that, I said yes. And what turned me off was the 4th page. It said pizza owner, making pizzas and so forth. And to me, that was tantamount to Watermelon Man if you're talking about a black man. You follow me?
Do I follow you? Yeah.
Well, Spike, of course, understood what I was saying. So he allowed me to write. Many of the speeches were written by me, but to give him the credit that he so deserves, and it's similar to what you've just told me. Improv does take place, but it takes place after something that's been established. And it's usually the written word, like in your case, you wrote the words. And then they embellished and enhanced. But ultimately,
Through rehearsals.
Yeah, rehearsals.
Through rehearsals. Because, it's this thing in Hollywood when people say, go see this movie. When you watch a Hollywood movie, I look at it, I feel half the time I'm seeing a reading, and I'm watching a reading and a rough cut. Because they could have millions and millions and millions of dollars, but they have a release date that's already set.
Yes.
And they would never they cannot hire an actor like him and say, I need him to rehearse. Well, if they're going to pay him, he's got to act in front of the camera.
Right.
No, you got to go, wait, hold on, stay there. Where do you got to go?
Right to my stand right here, because I have to start giving out pictures and my albums and signing this and signing that. I'm a singer, I'm not an actor.
You're gonna miss your tall, thin Danny some of these days. Some of these days. Ho!
That must have been a dream.
It had better be a dream, Danny.
That's Sandy, my wife.
Danny Aiello, live from Atlantic City, in stores everywhere.
It's the studio he recorded this album?
Dreammakers.
Talk to my friend. Yeah, this is we're doing a song for the Jets, the football team.
Who is this? Charlie, it's Danny Aiello. Abel just... I did my album in Hopatcong, New Jersey. They're distributing it. I did it elsewhere. But they are that's the label. He's my ace. That's my ace.
Tuesday night, so we should film, because Tuesday night we're going to do that stupid Jet song.
The best fucking mixer that you will find anywhere besides being a Grammy winner. You know that.
Yeah, well, he ain't getting paid, so don't build him up too much.
Oh, that's great. All right, baby, nice talking to you. And I'm glad we have these people. I'm glad we have these guys in common. Jason's a great guy. Oh, no, I'll tell Abel right now. Okay. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yo, Charlie. Yeah, you're too much, dude. I don't know. All right, so...
How the hell could you come? How is this possible? You walk in here, you're recording with my label. That's my label. And you know who you're recording with? Jason Casaro is one of the great mixers. You're going to love him.
Myself a letter. I'm gonna make believe it came from you. Make believe it came from you. Gonna make believe it came from you. Gonna make believe it came from you. Yeah. I don't know if you said it better, and I'm gonna give it down. I'm gonna give it damn. You fucking bitch, cause you can't get it, and I don't care. You're the fucking same. Just the fucking same the way you came. The way you came. Yeah, I'm gonna email myself a letter. I'm gonna make believe it came from you.
We're right above the restaurant here. Here, look at this. You ever see this Van Gogh painting? Check it out. It's an exhibit in New York. I've never seen This thing. Okay, let me get it. Talk them through this thing and look out the window in case the band goes by. Grab it.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Come on, don't fuck it up now.
No, I have a dress on. I always kept on thinking like this is the nuttiest place I've lived in. Like Naples was nutty, like completely.
This is nuttier than Chelsea?
Well, it kind of like goes like in stages. Like Naples was crazy, where like dead bodies on the streets, and then you're walking on the street, and you have your cell phone in your hand, and someone will just like grab your phone and it. Or you're eating dinner, and then you get up to go to the bathroom, and then you come back and someone else is eating your dinner. That's Naples. And then this is like the little Italy of Naples. And then Chelsea was crazy too. I mean, I can't do this in no frame. This is absurd. I feel like a puppet or like a monkey in a zoo.
You know, this red camera, which I think is a piece of shit until I see it, but it's the biggest pain in the cunt that ever lived, right? You can't get it, you can't find it, you got none of the parts, you need it's a fucking Panavision camera. You need a dolly, you need grips, you know, to do it. You can't just shoot. It's a major fucking pain in the cunt. And not one fucking person can show any footage. Like, the only guy who can do it is the editor on, like, the one computer in all of Manhattan that could run it, all right? And now the guy can't come because he can't work after 9 p.m. at night. He's not gonna answer my call. Let me see if I know. I bet you I don't know.
No Volare tonight?
This looked better on his camera.
Yeah, I know.
Her hair was, this is all horse shit. Her hair was red as a cocksucker on your camera. And, you know what I mean? This looked better on his camera. I say the least.
Today's doomsday.
To stay here, but we had to leave before the feast. Now, where the fuck Beauty and the Beast.
My uncle used to be a very powerful guy. What had made him a success was he never did time. The guy was impossible to trace. The FBI took an apartment in his building, and they couldn't do anything with him. He would ride a subway. What made him? He had the patience. When he was really, really mad about something had gone wrong, he would crumble a tissue in his hand. He let you think that he knew something, and he didn't know it. I went in the place, I said, Uncle, there's 2 FBI agents sitting over here. He said, Butch, you feel nervous? Go home. He says, they're all human beings. Everybody's got to eat.
At Most Precious Blood Church, 109 Mulberry between Hester and Canal. The special mass is to commemorate the victims.
So, Papa, when was your first feast?
Oh, from 1948.
1948. Now, what was it like then? What was it like then? The feast. The feast. What was it?
Beautiful.
The same? It's here.
No, that wasn't better, I'm telling the truth.
It was better then. Okay, what?
Well, they got more people that sing Italian guy, but other people nice. That's a lot.
Right. Now it feels like we're the Upper East Side. I don't know.
A little bit slow.
Yeah.
It's going not even to be able to walk in the street.
No, I know. No. Even during the day? When were you born?
Me? On September 1st, 1917. I'm 91 years old.
Oh, they'll be, come on. Good luck. 91. Fantastic. Congratulations. So where you going? Because
I gotta go shopping.
Okay. You need any help?
No, thank you.
No, you got it. Okay. But you know, if you need anything, just
I know that.
take that and beat on the floor. I'll be up there in 1 minute.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I lived here all my life, so I prefer the old feast. The feast used to be a lot more fun. This is now a business. There used to be some more traditional things with the feast that are no longer around.
Like what?
There used to be something they used to call a grease pole, which they used to basically what it was a 40-foot pole, a telephone pole covered with grease, exactly what it was, and the object was to climb to the top of it.
And what was
to
at
get
the
nothing
top?
more than the privilege of being able to do it.
It wasn't a $1,000 bill at the top?
No. There was absolutely nothing on the top.
Nothing. Come on, I can't.
People
So it's a
did
grease
it.
pole for grease balls?
Guys would do it, and traditionally guys would always do it dressed as women.
Are you kidding me?
No, it was somewhat of a tradition. And the only thing you got from doing it was the pleasure of saying you got there.
You're from where? Mulberry Street?
I used to hang on Mulberry Street when I was a
Italian?
kid. When I was a kid back in the day.
Back in the day, when the street was really the street.
Come on, baby, come on. Mulberry was the mom. The baddest.
Say right in there. Yeah.
Mulberry was the baddest school block in New York City.
But now you're back. You gotta stand up.
You know the cable dance channel?
Nah, we making a big feature film. I made King of New York. You know King of New York? Yeah. I made that. I'll be right back.
Well, what happened?
So, you know who was here? Like, DiCaprio came the other day. Tell me to do Leonardo. My
Leonardo came in, opened up the cases, on a bicycle, with his hat pulled down, smelled the cigars, looked at his friend, smiled, said he smelled good. I called his name Leonardo, he got on the bike and went down the block, he drove away. I guess he didn't want to get noticed, but he thought the cigars were good, that was the main thing.
Wait, what are you doing on Mulberry Street, Papa?
Famous. Every time I remember.
Where do you live?
I live right here in Chinatown.
Oh, are you Chinese?
I'll be hanging with the people around. Have a good one.
So everybody, what color? You want a regular green? Dark green, another dark green. All right, here, cut it, we got it. Okay. It's too light? No, that's not his color. How about this one? Everything's good inside? Everything's good. Doing business is my club.
It's really slow.
Why? So we got money or what?
I don't know. My oyster over here, queso.
Look at those fingernails, baby. That's Mulberry Street style. You see the face like that in the movie?
This is the best movie director you never know. His name is Abel Ferrara.
Director in the world.
He
Nice to meet you.
Good movie.
I keep my feet.
Abel,
That's good.
take care, make some movie with them.
This is my, where's my producer? He's down
What's
there.
your producer?
Come over there. Michael, here, give me the tripod. She's an actress. Come here. This is the producer.
She will be an actress.
The director, I can only do what I can do. The producer casts the movie.
Yeah.
He's the guy. What do you think? Look at that. Are you Chinese? No. Let me see that tongue, baby. Come on. Let me see that tongue.
Show them.
Come on. Don't be afraid. Come on. Say it out, baby.
Come on.
All right. You got the phone, right? All right. Don't worry. There you go. Okay. Ciao.
You want to do that?
When I come back.
When you come back, stop on the way back.
Have a good day. Enjoy the music.
First pizza round. First pizza dance.
All right, so what's the deal on the feast? Are we doing biz or what?
Well, it's
What's the
early,
GMP?
it's starting to move a little bit. People are coming in. By the end of the day, it looks pretty okay.
Well, this is
Most of the stands are all saying it's bad. I think they're crying with loads of cake under both arms. They don't want to give it to horns. They want everybody to think it's bad. What do you got?
A Bud Light and a red wine.
Bud Light. Who's drinking Bud Light over there?
A lady over there.
My drink. Bud Light. Right.
Now the truth, working with Abel, things like working in the nut house. On the set of Go-Go Tales, we had 6 lawsuits from people tripping over the bottles of beer that Abel had all over the place. They would lose their footage. Do you think Abel can do a movie without drinking a bottle of beer?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
You know of any movie he did without drinking a bottle of beer?
I'm not familiar with that movie.
On Go-Go Tales, he drank 28 cases in 1 month. He drinks between 30 and 50 beers a day. Danny, how many beers do you think Abel Ferrara drinks a day?
You say around 10?
10? He drinks that for breakfast. We send him up a case a day, and it's empty every day.
Oh, that's upstairs, yeah.
That's without what he drinks down here.
Yeah.
And we sent him to the doctor for a physical, and we figured they're going to come back saying, he's in bad shape. He was absolutely perfect.
No way.
And he's writing Jekyll and Hyde, and the book is taking control over him. So every now and then he becomes Hyde.
Yeah.
Do you like his idea of Jekyll and Hyde? A 60-year-old man becoming a 30-year-old kid? You think that the audience is going to understand it?
Yeah, everyone understands the idea of Jekyll.
Now, if they're going to watch the movies, oh, that's the same guy. They're going to know that.
If it's called Jekyll and Hyde, people know what's going on.
All right, if it's called Jack the Beanstalk, must he be tall?
It was a great show, okay? And you're giving away champagne, and at 8:30 every night, we're fucking empty. What are we gonna do?
Things are just shifting. We gotta shift with the times. I mean, these Chinese guys are like the future. We just have to rethink the demographics of our audience right now, and maybe we gotta do a little pamphleting in Midtown, something like that. There are a lot of Chinese tourists in this town now.
Well, I come up with a great idea. Maybe on Thursdays and Fridays, we have a twofer.
Twofer.
A twofer where they buy
No,
one.
I'm
we
not
give
going to
them
get
one.
involved in that kind of
Two
thing.
for what?
It's
Chop
not
suey?
necessary. You're talking about us like we're going under something. I mean, why do we want to give away when it's coming to us? I mean, we just got to be patient. It's coming our way. It's coming our way. Believe me, it's coming our way. And I've got a little surprise for you later tonight. Believe me, and then it's all going to come our way.
Ray, you're the boss, and what you say, I'll do.
Everybody will find a seat. Abel Ferrara et toute son équipe, c'est un peu imprévu, mais ils débarquent tous et c'est très agréable de les avoir là avec nous. Donc l'équipe de Go-Go Tales, on va leur demander aux uns et aux autres de se présenter avec le micro, si c'est possible.
J'ai pas le micro, mais... Alors, Stefania Rocca.
Oui.
Chiara Pecchi.
Chiara Pecchi.
Frankie C.
Frankie C.
Ray Schnitzer.
Excuse me.
Ray Schnitzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami Ray.
Et Asia Argento.
Joe Cortese.
Enchanté.
Danica Chancé.
Et Bianca Balti.
Bianca Balti. Et là, Shannon Lee. Et Abel Ferrara.
Voilà, c'est lui.
Can we have a brush all over that? How much are these wholesale? Put them on. Keep track of what everybody's going to do.
You just told me you got a budget, so you got to pray. You answered wrong.
budget head.
You should have said I had no budget.
Yeah, but I can't lie to you.
Expected all the Frankie C's.
Your cousin.
The food center. My
Your
cousin.
cousin. Yeah, the food center, the restaurant, the bar across the street.
Play Monopoly with real money.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And I'm upstairs in the apartment. Thank God.
Right,
It's
Abe?
beautiful.
And to be back in that mansion again, Abe.
I'm not answering this call.
I never had a mansion. I got a mansion around the corner. My wife's in it.
Hello.
I'm in the love nest.
Such is life. Such is life.
I'm
Yeah.
in the love nest.
We got a weakness, Abe. We got a weakness.
What is it?
Can I get a sandwich?
See, the whole trick in opening clams is the clam itself. You got the clam opener is the trick. Anybody who cuts the clam in half, the clams are not going to be good because all the roll and all the juice is going to come out. So it's got to be the way, you know, it's all in the opening of a good clam. A good clam chuck is what it's all about. Now we're going to go buy some clams. The whole idea is going to be ice cold clams. That's the way everybody likes them. Yeah, give me like 2 or 3 dozen. Just put them in the bag. Let's go. Makahai. Where's my makachahai? Where is he? Panyo.
No, the guy is off today.
Makahai ding ding. Yeah, that's good. Bag that up. Let's go.
Dion, wow, you got to come play. Wow. Heard you got a new album coming out and you're doing blues, I heard. Oh, yeah, you're coming at the Black Italians. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Black Italian. Oh, yeah. But so you know Dion? Yeah. And his wife's so. His wife. That's right around 2? Wow. Really? That's amazing.
Yes. Cut the clam. See, I'm going to mess this one up just to show you. If you cut the clam itself, now look at that compared to this. Now you got the roll missing from over here, it's sticking out, where the roll ain't missing over here. So when that roll comes out, that's all the flavor. Well, I told them before what I'm doing with them. These right now, what makes these clams so special, you see now I can't even find the hole, is that they're going to one of my favorite singers of all time, which is Mr. Dion DiMucci from Dion and the Belmonts. Got it? True? See you later. Here's to you, pal.
Ready?
600 buttons, $1 a piece. You want to buy 600 buttons to give to the people of San Gennaro?
There's a fake down there. That's money.
Really?
Right.
I'll give them, take these and give them out to people. And I will donate. How much you want?
I can't take money from you.
Nah, that's all right. Give them out. Let them give them out to people.
Oh, wow.
Good move. Good move. Look at my bicycle, Abel.
Awesome.
You want a steak?
You play with Benny King?
Benny? No, I played BB. I don't know about Benny.
Benny, he's a great friend of mine. I'm Lala Brooks from the Crystals.
Oh, you're kidding.
I did
He's from Frankie and the Seatones.
In fact, let me ask you, what do you wear? What do you wear when
That's your name, Toots? How cute. What do you sing?
They call me Johnny Coolman. Oh, they call me Johnny Coolman. And say they work so hard for an honest bread. And the police come checking me down and see me eat my meals. Johnny Coolman. They call me Johnny Coolman.
Lucas Lies gonna sing, Ben Ryan's gonna sing.
What an honor. How are you? What the hell you doing here?
Wow. He's scheduled. I'm hoping he's
I know Abel wants to do it with the naked cowboy.
No. I just say we have a lot of guests, so the smaller names might
How
not
can the
make it.
naked cowboy do
Fat
radio?
cowboy.
How do you do the naked cowboy on radio? How do people know he's naked?
Oh, yeah, like a little short.
The naked cowboy. He's at Times Square all the time. With his ass hanging out.
Oh, yeah, right. You know how much money that guy makes from doing that, too? Who's this? The Naked Cowboy.
This is how you get financing for your next book.
But that was the movie you said.
Just go up, get your guitar, go to Times Square and some little underwear, and you get the money for the next book. Yeah, you invited. These are your guests.
All right, gentlemen. Judith, I want you to stand. Now you know how much Judith Reagan is a world famous publisher. Let's have a nice hand for her tonight. Gorgeous young lady. Now, Judith, I know how much you and I have talked about how women have never gotten really the right place in the world so far, right?
Well, no, it depends.
We're not. Women need to really get treated the same as men.
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yes,
All right.
of course. No, better. I don't believe in equality. I believe in something better.
But while we're here, we have a naked cowboy. Is that a good thing to have?
I mean, you know, some people
Also, one of the great movie stars, Matthew Modine, is here. Besides that, he's a good actor and a great guy.
And you know what? He's in better shape than the naked cowboy.
Anybody else want to play? Want to advise?
That's what I was waiting for. You finally woke up, you fuck you.
Parlo proprio dialette napolitano. Lui parla la lingua delle strade di New York e non esiste in Italia o in America. You speak a language that doesn't exist anywhere in the world, only here on Mulberry Street.
All right, gas up, triggers down at the sound of the bell.
Let's put our hands together and thank Frankie C, the owner of the
Yeah, we love Frankie.
And I will tell you this, and I swear to you, what a disgraziata to have a merry-go-round in an Italian feast. You're supposed to have a roulette wheel. What the hell is wrong with these people here?
That's downstairs.
That's my friend.
I got a knitting needle over here.
Abel Ferrara is here, famous director. Let's have a nice hand for Abel Ferrara. All-Time Academy Award-winning movie.
What Academy Award?
I said moves. I didn't say movie. No.
Now what do? You've been busting my chops all night long. He said, I'm a director. Are you a cop? Do you direct traffic? What do you direct? Why are you doing it? People are trying to make a living, and you get off here, got a free dinner, and now you're talking about nothing. And I got news for you. The boys are watching. You may not get out of this building. Let me explain something to you. This is not for you. Trust me. Trust me.
I mean, Ken, they're interviewing all the directors. What's your favorite scene in any movie? And can you act it out? I say, yo, you know what I mean? You're lucky I'm sitting here. You're okay. And I said, so now my favorite scene is that scene with you and these guys. Only Cha-Cha is behind him.
That's right.
I've seen this scene 40 times.
You didn't realize.
No, I know he's back there, but I keep thinking he's going to fuck up the scene. Because he's back there with that other whoever that other guy is,
That's
right?
the kid from, what's the name of the group? The
Vito,
singer.
from the yellow guy.
Right.
You gotta stay here.
That's great. All right. That's really oh, no, what? You can't. You gotta shoot for myself.
Now you gotta remember that you got Matthew Modine, who played an FBI guy in Married to the Mob, and Frankie, who is the mob.
Yo, we're doing the prequel. We're doing the prequel of The King of New York, right? Okay. Which is really a story about the guys from Canarsie, like the 79 to 83 period. You know what I mean? When they were stealing cars, sending cars over there, you know, Roy de Mayo, that whole situation. Combined with like Studio 54. It's cool the last crew is because when the RICO Act and, you know, the FBI really came down.
Zigzag with Jimmy Kahn, Natasha Leone.
That's his daughter, Natasha Leone.
You did Zigzag.
No, I didn't.
Sure?
Pretty sure.
He knows who he's doing.
All right.
You know, what it was that pushed all these guys that one extra step.
75, the Godfather changed them all.
All right.
Changed them all.
Frankie, good seeing you again. Always a pleasure. My hands are wet.
Take care.
Be good. I love this guy. Good to see you. My hands are so wet.
No, absolutely. I really make it so cold to work out.
I did Chicago Overcoat. Chicago outfit.
God bless you all. Remember, support the feast. God bless you. Thank you so much. That's great, man. Come back to the neighborhood. Say the alternate, I'd be doing life by now. While you're all standing, let's do the national anthem.
Kim Novak. I nearly, that's the God honest truth. She used to live on 70th Street and Madison Avenue. And there was a bar on 69th Street where all the hookers used to hang out. I knew the owner good. And I say she was a hooker? I don't know. I'm saying, but I could have went to bed with her when I was about 40 years ago. So she lived upstairs. So the bartender says, I don't have no money. I think she was $50 drawers or something. So I said, loan me the money. That's the truth.
You thought she was $50?
May God strike me dead. And I was going up, and he says, don't go no more. She left or she went to bed or something. And it was so.
How we doing, guys? Last day, how was the feast? How was the feast?
Vinny, you want some apple?
A little slow this year. A little slow. There's 5 million people. There's a lot of people, but nobody got no money.
You know how it was here 25 years ago?
Yeah, I remember. I'll never forget. All right. Hey.
Baba.
Baba. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing?
Your friend is inside.
Yes, what's going on? We're doing the prequel. Huh? I just got to get rid of the 19 guys that are suing me, and then I'll take
I'll get rid of that for you. Don't worry about it.
No, you wrote a beautiful book. What was the title of that book?
Huh?
What was the title?
Street Justice.
Street Justice, yeah.
See? Chacha knows.
Excellent. I know, but I read it. He knows the title, but I actually read it. And it means something. Here's a real deal Hell's Angel and a beautiful guy on top of it. So where are you going to go to take off after this is over?
I'm going to the Middle East because I feel like I'm in the fucking Middle East anyway, so I might as well go there. I might as well go there. I'm almost learning Arabic.
Ay, 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 I'm starving.
Hey guys, last day.
I'm gonna cause light.
How can anybody not be happy today? It's the last day of the
Maybe
feast.
I'll have a glass of wine.
I'm gonna go so far away from Cha-Cha. It'll cost you $20 to mail an envelope to me. That's how far away I'm gonna go from Cha-Cha. He's making me fucking punchy without drinking. I'm drunk without
I
drinking.
know, we had it. This is the best wine. I really got to admit.
glass of wine?
Yeah, without the peaches. How we doing? Where's the boss? Hey.
We were drinking wine on this sidewalk 24 years ago today. We had just opened Cha-Cha's Cafe, and we started shooting China Girl, the movie. Me and Michael Bada Skinny, right? Nothing has changed. 24 years later, we're still drinking wine on the sidewalk.
I saw him chasing.
That was me and him with the bats chasing
Yeah,
right here.
Oh, you're the one with the bat too? I didn't see it. I didn't know it was him. I gotta see it again.
Son of a bitch. Here's the girl, Karen King.
The cannoli king. And you know what? I have one more thing to say. My cannolis are the best in the United States. And we outdo that guy. His cannolis stink.
Special thanks.
No, you see, here's the light. This is the light you can't buy right there. When you can see the buildings, get behind us because look, check that shot. Check that. When I see this stuff like that image and that, it like makes me crazy. I mean, I'm not like Marty who grew up. He grew up on the block. You know, I grew up in the Bronx. So, but I've always wanted to shoot this street in a very real way. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to shoot the feast. I wanted to shoot it in a natural place. But you know, whatever. The feast really turned out to be much more outrageous than I thought. You know what I'm saying?
In what sense?
It brings it, you know, it brings all the characters out. In other words, the money is being made now. I mean, these guys are making money now for the rest of the, you know, year. Then everybody's in full regalia and full, you know, full blown, you know, Little Italy and Mulberry Street. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's also, you know, most of these guys can't even speak Italian. You know what I mean? They don't even really, you know, it's a heritage that's an Italian-American heritage in an odd way. It's not like a pure Italian. There's very few guys that can speak the language that really know or ever even been to Italy. Underneath is a neighborhood that's really like the Chelsea Hotel. It's fighting for survival in a New York that's who knows what.
This is where it all began.
Right.
Okay, understand there's a lot of Little Italies all over the country.
Right.
But there's only one Little Italy, it's right here. This is where it all began.
When they came from in at the end of the 19th century.
This is where it all began. If it wasn't for the Italians, okay, Western civilization wouldn't be known as it is today.
Did you hear that? It wasn't for the Italians.
That's a
okay,
fact.
Tell that to the Chinese. 'Cause
I'm
they
not
think-
making this up.
They look
This
at
is
us
a fact.
like we're monkeys in a
Well,
cage.
you know what? We give you guys a lot of credit because you're hard workers. And what we have lost is a lot
He's
of...
not Chinese.
We have lost is a lot. Well, you're pointing at them, so... But we have lost is a lot of the work ethic that they still have. Okay? In all honesty.
Look how skinny he is. Look how skinny he is. He's gonna eat Chinatown. So, what are we down to? The last 2 hours or what?
Last 2 hours. Probably 11 o'clock officially closes, but probably starts to show closing down about 10.
Hey, Kaze, how we doing?
Let's go, come on.
fish. That sandwich was delicious over here. The Fish Brothers, good sandwiches.
This is the favorite act of
Delicious it was. Delicious. As I'm doing that, a car in front of me, I see this black guy. He's chewing gum. And as he's chewing the gum, I'm sitting in my car, right? And he gets the gum out of his mouth. He sticks it in the hole where the meter was, where the entrance to the coin is, and then he sticks the coin in. I'm saying, what the hell's this guy doing? Sure enough, waits a minute or so, and he walks away. I get out of my car, I put my money in the meter, and as I passed the meter, his meter, I had to take a look, see what he did. He stuck gum or something into the meter, and failed meter came up. I said, look at this guy, he's got the right idea. Me, I gotta run back every hour and put money in the meter. This guy's sticking something in the meter and doing that. I said, everybody's got an angle over here. Everybody's got an angle. Me, I go for 30, if you see me, I go for $30 a day, $35 a day over here. How much?
Only $30, sir.
$30. 10.
10, 20, I like it.
1, 2,
And more?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Skinny, that's a major carbon footprint you're leaving. I don't know and I don't ask. Okay, here we go. And off he goes into the wild blue yonder.
Your food, your stand. If you need help to knock it down and have it carted away, help is available. Please come to the trailer office. Will your corporate chef the official partner and they will assist you.
We're out, good for you.
Yeah, he wouldn't leave.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, we're in the clock, let's go, get this done.
No more money! Yeah, no more money. You guys make it. You guys forget about it. Yeah, where's my fucking Ferrara?
Who made all the money?
All went in the box.
Marcelo was busy tonight.
I thought it all went in the box and we share it. I thought it all went in the box and we share it.
Share it, not the share.
It all goes in the box like that and we all share.
$2 over here.
$2 over there. Give me espresso.
Yeah, where? My pocket espresso. Machine's closed. You got no fucking machine.
Yeah, no more espresso. It's the best
Where you
espresso.
find this guy? Take him home.
Yeah, let's go.
Take him home.
Look how happy he is now. He's going to the Bahamas. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go to the Bahamas now? Yeah.
I go to a beautiful house surrounded by water.
Yeah.
It's called Staten Island.
I remember when they used to fix umbrellas on there for 15 cents and clotheslines. People, the guys, lines. There'd be a big pole in the backyard. We would put up a clothesline. People used to put the clothespins and hang their clothes up on a clothesline. They don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? You go to a wash machine, you come home and you bring your stuff up. Everybody washed and dried their own stuff. It's a whole different story. A washboard. I ain't seen a washboard in 40 years. You see the washboard in the house. Before you came, you had to get a shine. Guy made a living shining shoes. Nobody shines their shoes anymore. Nobody wears shoes anymore. Shoe repair shops, it's sneakers. I mean, even the heels they got, it's like a disposable heel. It's like a lifetime heel, and so you just throw it out. Hey, I bought these shoes, had these shoes sold by a Chinaman here. Cost me $15, $10 for the sole, $5 for the heel over here. Chinaman over here, because he's working outside on Christie Street and Grand and Christie. That's the only place we can find. There's a few shoe repair shops. How are they going to stay in business? They don't fix things anymore. Body's over. He's right. Body's over. That's a good saying. It's like a good line, you know. It was a beautiful evening, ladies. We had a wonderful time. We enjoyed ourselves, but the party's over. Thank you and good night.
Hey, Chach, congratulations. 11 days, every time we came, right? Every moment, no matter what, night, day, in the middle, he's there. On the money. On the money, in the fucking spot. These pricks don't even realize it. Danza would be 10 times richer if he stuck with you.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I mean? But fuck them all. We got it where we want.
Fuck them all, fuck them all, fuck the long, the short, and the tall, the big and the brave, and the big and the brave. Fuck them all.
But evidently, Tony Danza doesn't feel like feeling anybody out. Tony Danza is all ready to start throwing bombs, which he's doing right now.
Them Jets. You like them Jets, bro? How about them Jets?